I just left my brother's funeral mid-prayer, because the man in the casket isn't my brother, and Mom's tears are lying. I keep seeing that hospital bracelet. Benjamin, not his name, not mine. She said it was for Dad's heart, but whose heart is she protecting now? I'm driving with the album on the seat beside me like it's radioactive. The paternity report is burning through the pages. One of us is real. And I think I was never supposed to find out which. I don't know who I'm going home to. I pull into the driveway and just sit there, engine running, because the house looks exactly the same. Same sagging gutter, same crooked mailbox, and that feels like the biggest lie of all. Inside, I can hear Mom humming through the kitchen window. She always hums when she makes Sunday pancakes, even when it's not Sunday. I used to think that was cute. Now I'm counting the beats between notes like they're evidence. My hand's still on the gear shift, trembling, because once I walk through that door, I have to pretend I haven't seen the report, pretend I don't know there's a stranger in my brother's coffin, pretend I'm still the kid who believes 3 plates on the table means 3 sons. The porch light flickers twice, Dad's old signal that dinner's ready, but tonight it feels like a warning. I close my eyes, breathe in the familiar mix of maple and bleach Mom uses on the counters, and for a second I almost convince myself I imagine the whole thing. Then the album slides off the passenger seat, thumps against my hip, and I remember the weight of that hospital bracelet in my palm. Benjamin, not us, never us. I step out, shut the car door soft as a secret, and walk toward the light that isn't welcoming me home anymore. It's just showing me where to stand while I decide which lie to keep breathing. My thumb keeps rubbing the album's spine like it might erase what I already saw. The porch steps creak under me, same wood that counted my childhood jumps, but tonight it feels hollow, drum boom loud. I should go inside, say Mom's name, anything normal. Instead, I stand here breathing through my mouth because the air smells like the lilacs she planted the year. I learn to walk, and suddenly that memory feels rigged, like scenery wheeled in to hide a trapdoor. The plastic sleeve sticks, makes that zipper sound, and the hallway photo slaps me fresh. Dad in the white shirt, hospital tag still on his wrist. And the baby, wrapped in the same blanket they brought me home in, only the inked bracelet says Benjamin. I whisper it and the name lands nowhere inside me, just drops like a coin down a well with no splash. My tongue goes thick, throat narrowing until my breath whistles. I flip the page even though every nerve says stop. Behind the next picture, something stiff hides not photo paper, cardstock, folded once. My fingers shake so hard I have to steady the album against my knee. The porch bulb flickers, throws shadows on the siding like someone pacing behind me. It's heavier than it should be, warm from the sleeve, and when it unfolds a single line of text stares up, black letters laser sharp. Probability of paternity 99. 99, 97%. My name sits above the number, only mine, not my brother's. Not the dead one, not the living one, just mine. The page trembles, or I tremble, can't tell. Somewhere inside the house a glass tips, rolls, doesn't break. Mom's voice floats thin, "You coming in?" I can't answer because my lungs locked at that percentage sign. It feels like a locked door I just kicked, and the frame is splintering, but I still can't see what's inside. I fold the sheet again, slide it back crooked, and snap the album shut. The porch light hums louder, like it's charging. I grip the railing, knuckles whitening, waiting for the sound of my own heart to tell me whether to run in or keep running. I stumble back inside, wedding album clutched to my chest like a life raft. The hallway smells of old candle wax and the ghost of Dad's aftershave. My knees finally give out on the bottom stair. I let the album fall open in my lap, page flopping to that sterile corridor shot. Mom exhausted, Dad beaming, baby bracelet dangling the name that doesn't belong to any of us. I whisper it aloud just to feel the lie on my tongue, and suddenly the house feels lighter, like the ceiling floated away. This is it, I tell myself. Mom swapped babies, protected Dad, buried the truth with my twin. A clean, tragic switch I can live with, that I can even forgive it. My lungs open, tears come hot and fast, the first good cry since the casket closed. I rock there, letting the grief wash through the lie, scrubbing me hollow. For one bright minute I believe the nightmare has edges, a frame, something I can drag to the curb with tomorrow's trash. I press the photo to my heart, promising the dead brother I'll remember him, that I'll love the living one twice as hard. Footsteps creak overhead, Mom pacing, waiting for my rage to boomerang. I almost call up, tell her we're okay, that I understand. But my thumb brushes the edge of the next page and stalls. There's something else tucked there, stiff and glossy, catching the hall light like a blade. My breath snags. I thought this was the worst part, the bottom of the pit. Turns out the pit has a basement. I don't open it yet. I just sit there, dried tears tightening my skin, listening to the furnace breathe like it's warning me. Whatever's behind that photo hasn't finished with us. My heart stalls, restart, stalls again. I peel the corner, just enough to see a single bold letter D, and the air turns razor thin. I pull the photo the rest of the way, and the whole report slides out like it's been waiting. It's Dad's name, printed over and over, box after box, and every time it shows 0 beside the other 2 names. 0 beside the brother, who's downstairs getting sympathy hugs. 0 beside the twin, who's supposedly in the coffin. Only my line shows the match. Only me, my lungs forget how to be lungs. I try to swallow and nothing moves. The furnace kicks again, louder like it's laughing. Mom's voice drifts up through the floorboards, thanking people for coming, sounding so small, so broken. She lied about the twin story. She lied about protecting Dad's heart. She lied about everything, and I still don't know why. I flip pages faster, hunting for a date, a note, anything. A hospital band falls out, the plastic cracked but the name's still there, Daniel. No middle name, no last, just Daniel. I whisper it and it tastes like someone else's mouth. Is that the name he travels under once he walks away from us tomorrow? Is that who he's been the whole time? Footsteps on the attic stairs. I shove the report back, but my hands are shaking so hard the corner tears. I could meet her on the steps, show her the paper, scream until the rafters crack. Or I could slide the album shut, tuck the truth in my jacket, walk downstairs, and let everyone keep crying over an empty box. Dad's outside shaking hands, trusting me to be the steady one. If I speak, I blow up his last good memory of family. If I stay quiet, I become the only real son left, heir to a name that never belonged to the others. I freeze with the paternity sheet against my chest, like it can stop a bullet. The door creaks. I still haven't chosen. I don't know which me walks out, protector, coward, orphan, or killer of every story we ever told. I press my spine to the bedroom wall, paper trembling against my ribs like a second, panicked heart. I hear Mom's breath snag. She's listening for me the way you listen for a kettle about to scream. I slide the report under my shirt, crisp edge slicing skin, welcoming the sting. Pain is simpler than whatever waits on the other side of this door. My thumb finds the photo of Dad cradling that nameless baby, 1999 fluorescence, flattening his smile into something terrified and brand new. I think if I open now, she'll see the exact second her secret cracked open in my eyes. I think if I stay, I'll keep pretending syrup shapes and camcorder nights were love notes instead of alibis. Neither thought fits inside my skull without scraping. I count heartbeats instead, one for the twin who never breathed, one for the cousin-turned-brother we buried hours ago, one for me, the only blood left on Dad's branch. 3 beats, yet the house feels crowded with ghosts fighting over whose name belongs on the headstone, the will, the empty chair at breakfast. Mom whispers my name through the panel. It lands like a plea, and a warning stitched together. My hand floats to the knob, retreats, floats again. Puppet string tugged by a puppet who just learned the script was lies. I imagine stepping out, holding the paper like a torch, watching decades of stories catch fire and curl. I imagine staying in here until morning, shredding the evidence into snowflakes I can swallow and never digest. Neither picture lets me breathe. The hallway floor creaks again. She's resting her forehead on the wood the way she used to check my fever, and I feel heat rise in answer, guilty of a truth I didn't invent. I still haven't opened, I still haven't hidden. All I know is the next word spoken will choose which of us gets to keep being family. So tell me, how do you yell hello when it might also be goodbye?